Okay, so in this video, I'll be going over how to find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So we have this following question. It says, find the equation of a line that passes through the points 3, 2 and 7, -4 in slope-intercept form. So before we go on to this example, I'll be going over some definitions of what a line is and what the slope-intercept form is. Okay, so what is a line? Well, a line is formed with 2 points. So for example, let's say our points are 3, 2 and 7, -4. So with these 2 points, we can form a line. So we have 3 and 2, so right here somewhere. And then we have 7 and -4, so somewhere around here. So we can connect these points, and that's our line that's formed right here. So with these 2 points, with any 2 points, you can form a line. You can connect those 2 points, and there you go, your line is formed. Okay, so what is a slope-intercept form? Well, the slope-intercept form looks like the following. It's y equals mx plus b. Well, the m is a slope, and the b is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is where your line crosses the y-axis, so somewhere around here, right? And slope is m, which is rise over run. So through the graph, you can find the slope, or you can use the other formula, which is known as the difference in the y and x coordinates, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so now let's go back to our example. Okay, so now getting back to our example, so we need to find the equation of a line that passes through 3, 2 and 7, -4 in the slope-intercept form. Well, we know the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, right? So now your first step would be to find the slope. So for lines, the slope is always defined as the change in y over the change in x. So the equation is m equals y2 over y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's the change in the coordinates of y over the change of the coordinates of x. For us not to get confused with what x1, x2, y1, and y2 are, we're going to label our points as x1, y1, and x2, y2. So let's start with x1, y1. Well, we're going to let this point be 3, 2. And x2, y2 coordinate is going to be our other coordinate, 7, -4. So now what you're supposed to do is just substitute these into this slope formula. So we have m equals y2. y2 is -4, so we're going to put that in there, minus y1 is 2, all over x2 is 7, and x1 is 3, minus 3. So when we solve for this, -4 minus 2 is, well, we're going to add these and then put a negative sign at the front, so -6. And 7 minus 3 is 4. Well, now we see that this can be simplified, so we can divide top and bottom by 2, and we get -3 over 2. So our m is -3 over 2. So this is our slope of the line that passes through the points 3, 2 and 7, -4. So the slope-intercept we know is y equals mx plus b. So we have y equals mx plus b, right? And then we know now our m is -3 over 2 x plus b. So now what we're left with is how to find b. B is the y-intercept, which crosses the x-axis. So in order to find this, what we do is we use any of these points. Doesn't matter, you can use 7, -4, 3, 2. I'm going to use 3, 2 because the other point has a negative sign, and sometimes negative signs and fractions can make life just a little harder. So let's go with the simple one. So by picking this point, you're going to just substitute x and y into this formula and solve for your unknown variable b, which is your y-intercept. Alright, so we have y equals -3/2 times x plus b, and like I said, we're going to use this point 3, 2. So 3 is our x, our y is 2. So we're going to substitute 3 into x and 2 into y over here and solve for b. So y is 2, 3/2 negative, our x is 3, and plus b, right? So 3 times -3 is -9/2 plus b over 2. Sorry, you can't see that. Alright, and then now we're going to bring, so let me rewrite that here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have the variables on one side and the numbers on the other side of the equal sign. So we're going to bring this -9/2 to this side. So that means in order to do that, we're going to add. And -9/2 and +9/2 is just 0. And then we have 2 plus 9/2 equals b. And then now, you've got to have like terms. So we have this. We need to have a denominator. In order to add fractions, the denominator has to be the same. So we got to multiply the top and bottom by 2. So we have 4 plus 9/2 equals b. So 9 plus 4 is 13. So 13/2 is our b, so our y-intercept. So there you go. We found our y-intercept and we found our slope. So now we can plug these into our slope-intercept form, and that's how you find the equation of a line that passes through 2 points in slope-intercept form. So let's rewrite that. So y equals -3/2x plus 13/2. This is our final answer. Right guys, so this was a short video on how to find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. I hope this helps all the students that are studying hard for their exams. If you like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more math videos. Thanks.